What's happening, Bulls? Happy Sunday. It's good to be back. We're live on Telegram again. If you haven't heard, if you're still in Discord, jump back over to Telegram, the old Telegram. We've expanded. It's better than ever. Things are looking good. Things are very good in the crypto market right now. Bitcoin's reclaimed 100K. Altcoins have come off their lows. Still quite a while of all-time high if you're still hanging on to any shitters. But I've got a lot going on, a few things to cover. I just want to show you a bit of simple price action that will help you understand where the crypto market is right now and how you can capitalize on that, plus a trade that we put on the free trade ideas chat. We've got it all, so hang around. Let's get into it. The first thing I want to show you is just the Blockchain Bulls layout. So you've got the premium, we've got some premium channels here, we've got the premium news and data. If you're really interested in keeping up with all the important stuff, not spam, this is all filtered through us. So you're just getting the best of the best. You can talk on there. Then we've got the free chat. In the free chat, we've got the free trade ideas. In the free trade ideas, we did a video, 5-minute long video recently about this chart. 1000 turbo. Blue bar, new move started. Breakdown of parallel channel after a big 384% rise. And momentum shifting to the lows. This is just a textbook signal for me for a short. Now, if we flick over to this chart, what is it? 1000 turbo. We can see now the natural progression of this price action. So what we had was this at $5.377, the breakdown, and now it's at $4.90. And we went through, we just put a simple $250 risk on. So you can see down here that now that's worth, it's up 52%. So this was, and we talked about the stop losses and the leverages that we could have used. So we used quite a low leverage compared to what we could get away with. Conservative, wanted to get a win on the board. So we just used 6x leverage, which is, in some minds quite high, but conservative in this case because we could have milked it for probably twice the profit, but that's fine. It's just we're just getting some wins on the board here, and free money is good money. So this is up now so far, $171 US. So that's about $250, 270 maybe Australian. Not bad for just an easy little short. We're still going to let this one ride for a bit. I want to see some serious support broken to take profit on this bitch. So I want to see some breaks of significant support. All this area. So these are some TPs. The biggest TP possible being this one all the way down here, this clear knot. So I know this is what Steezy's waiting for, and this would be nice too. This would be turning $250 into $2,000. And we would obviously enjoy that quite substantially. Give me a sip. Now, let's get into the Bitcoin. We're gonna have. I'm back trading often, a lot. So I'll be passing on a lot to you. Just jump in the free chat if you're interested in Blockchain Bulls. We got more. We got courses. We got websites. We got premium channels. We got premium trade ideas, but. At least bare minimum, jump in the free chat, have a chat. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. We'll go through the charts, and then we'll go through the news, and mix it all in a little bit, all right? So some very interesting shit going on. First of all, this is the Bitcoin price. Now, as you can see, let's just look a little bit closer here, okay? These are blue bars. These blue boxes, blue rectangles, are blue bars showing when price stops and gets ready for a new move. New move, stops, new move, stops, new move, stops, and it's about to have a new move. Now, what it's been doing this pretty much the whole time is that it's been trending. So every new move has just led to an extra leg up in the trend. This new move is starting to get quite long in the tooth. In comparison, something more like along these lines. When it does that, often it'll give us a pretty big head fake. Head fake is where it goes in the opposite direction, in this case about 4.5%, before going in the true direction of the move. So that's more or less, long story short, what I'm expecting here is something probably like that. Bit of a shakedown to maybe in the 99. There'd be a lot of liquidity there and a move on. I want to show you just some simple price action that I was talking about earlier. This is where's the channel? Here we go. Well, there you go. There's an old prediction line from a while ago. So it's definitely could be doing that. I'm sort of more in the right now. So obviously we drew this right here about a month ago. Right now I'm more so probably in the camp of this. But we'll see. But what I wanted to talk about, right, let's just zoom out a little bit to the daily chart. One candle equals 1 day. Let's see if I can find a bit of a clear chart. It's all the old workbooks. Okay, so bear with me because this is important what I'm about to tell you. Look at that. Holy shit, look at that channel. When you zoom out, Bitcoin has just been trending up since November 2022. Look at that. How could you expect it to do much different? That's why we were screaming 75k was an absolute steal. But what I want to talk to you about is this, ready? And it's very simply explained, even on any chart, but even on this chart. And what I want to show you is Bitcoin has, well, I'm talking any asset, any price, any chart. You can do this on anything, okay? There's 2 different types of price action that it's always doing one of at all times. And that is trending or ranging. What does a range look like? A range looks like a sideways price action. Range can even look quite messy, but it's when you can draw a rectangle on it and pretty much 99% of, or not 99, but 80% of all price action can land within that rectangle. So that's a range, this is a range. It's all range, range. You see what I'm saying, surely. Even this, a little bit out, doesn't have to be always in. It can dip out, dips back in. Dips out, okay, range. Just looking for sideways, huge range. And then when you zoom in, obviously it's going to change. It's big topping range, big bottoming range. All right, and there's more too. Range. But what's in between these ranges is trends. So some of them very fast, very, very quick. That's why they say that you're better off just holding an asset, because if you try and buy and sell, you'll miss the trends most of the time, because the ranges go for about 70% of the time. The trends only go for about 30% of the time. So when you want to be bloody holding when it's trending, because this is March to October of pretty much sideways, and then the Trump election, blah blah, bang, trend up to the next range. Range up to the next range, range up to the next range, range down to the next range, range up to the next range, range up to the next range, range. More ranging is messy as, but that's another range down here. Little bit of fuckery like that. So little trend, range, recently downtrend, range now uptrend, and we're going to come into another range. It's most likely, as you can see the theme here, it ranges, trends higher, ranges, trends higher, ranges lower, ranges higher. Most of the time it trends and then it ranges higher. Sometimes it goes lower, but most of the time it hops and skips in a jump. That ranges, range lower, range even higher, range lower, range even higher. So pretty much expecting a new range like up here. You know what I'm saying? But you can do this with fucking any chart, anywhere, anytime. Like, it's just ranges. You start training your brain to see the ranges and the trends. Ranges. you know, ranges. Ethereum, Solana. It's just ranges, trends, trends. Like, look at this for a range. You can do small ranges where you zoom in on a smaller price action. Or if you zoomed out to the weekly, this would be a range. Look at this. Zoom out to the weekly. See, that's just a range. It all fits within that box. Has a little trend. Ranges again. Has a trend down. And straight into a trend up, which is obviously a lot more rare than what else you've seen. But you pick up what I'm putting down. Just identify the range. Identify the trend. Okay. Ranges are going to be full of like fake outs as well, where you think a new trend's starting, but it hasn't. So that's why it's very profitable to trade ranges and just expect the range to continue, because look, every time it hits the top of the range, you just short it. Every time it hits the bottom of the range, you just long it, short it, long it, you know, long it, boom, TP. Like, easier, very easy and simple price action. Just trend or range. Step one, acknowledge trend or range. Okay, acknowledge trend or range. Right now, Bitcoin trending. Bitcoin trending. Okay, I'm expecting a little bit of a liquidity pullback because, like what I was saying, we're blue barring. Blue barring, momentum starting to peel over. You know, this channel's been far too easy. I'm expecting just a bit of a flash crash, bit of a quick flash crash. You know, maybe even like that. Maybe this week, today, tomorrow. Just me. That's just what I'm expecting. But yeah, hold on one second. I'm just getting a phone call. Let me pause this for a second. We back? Yeah, we're back. Sorry, but sister-in-law giving birth. So what I was saying is very simple price action. Very simple on a base level. Systematically removing the emotion, just base level. Very simple. Ranging or trending. Now let's have another look at Bitcoin. When something ranges, as you can see, this is blue barring. It means the start of a new move is about to occur, which means it's also ranging. When something ranges like this, okay? When something ranges like this, when it wants to go in the direction, just imagine it's like at the lights. It's a car and it's at the lights. It's just sitting at the lights. It's been sitting at the lights for a while, just revving and just on idle here, okay? Now, when it wants to go for the next trip down the highway, it might need some fuel. So liquidity is fuel. So going in the opposite direction to the way that it needs to go is to go to the servo, more or less. So whether the servo is that way and then that way, that's pretty much sort of a simple analogy of it. It's like it's a car, it's been on idle, and most likely, not always, sometimes it can just hit the highway, but most likely it needs to just do a quick UE, swing into the servo, hit some stop losses, fill some bags, take some losses, get some liquidity, and then head off on its journey. So we're going to get big green candles soon, most likely. I'm just expecting, I'm banking on it actually, at least one small trip to the servo first, even if it's just down to here or something. Something like that, or like a little grind, and then bang. That's me. That's what I'm expecting. That's Bitcoin. But trend is up, trending up. I don't expect it to top yet. Haven't seen. We just got to take it as it comes, man. I'm not going to, we don't fight the trend. Anyway, we'll wrap this up. We'll keep this relatively short. We'll just charge through a few things. So that was Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks good. What's Ethereum look like? Let's have a look at a couple of coins. Ethereum see these altcoins looking a little bit more toppy. See how they're a bit curved, bit of a rounded, instead of like a nice rounded bottom, it's an ugly rounded top. So you might get a little bit of fucking that going on. Ethereum ugly. Solana, how's that trade? Were you following? We TP'd. We had a Solana trade on, and we absolutely TP'd. I had a Solana and a Farcoin trade on, and I TP'd the shit out of both of them for mad gains. Posted in the Discord. It's all there. I can show you later. I'll post it in the chat. Sold up here. Sick. But again, Solana trending up. I'm expecting higher prices on everything. XRP still ranging. This just dirty old range. I think this range will continue for a while and then probably go higher, much to many people's dismay. Fartcoin, look at that. So Fartcoin's such a leading indicator. You know, Fartcoin's got the blue bars. It's got the range. Look at this. So Fartcoin's already gone to the servo. So Fartcoin's either going to head on the trip, or now it's at the servo, might think, you know, fuck this is taking too long, I'm going home. But most likely go to the servo, filling up, and then hitting the highway. That's what that's doing. Quick, have a little look. US dollar market cap dominance of USDT, so trending up a little bit, but the trend is down. Stable coins are going into coins now. Here's a thing to get relatively bullish on. American stock market, nothing but up for like the last month. Pretty much more. 5 weeks of up in the US stock market. Look at that. And that was exactly what we said. We said, hey, it's going to come down this channel and then go back into this range. That's what's happened. We also said that gold was going to top, if you've been watching, and it's topping here, and we're expecting this while we drew the G-box. It's going to range for a while here on gold. You'll most likely get this sort of shit. Ba-ba-bum, 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 ba-bum, like that. So that'll take most of the, I think, for at least another couple of months doing that. Now let's move on. Let's listen to good old legend of trading and investing. This fella. Here we go. Hold on. Where are we?
If we're in a sovereign debt crisis, and I think we are, and if we're going to have a lot of inflation, I think we do, and if we're going to go to have a monetary reset, there are going to be real winners and losers, and you're not going to get a do-over. You know, you're not going to get a do-over. It's not going to be like, oh gosh, I missed it. Maybe I'll, you know, I mean, it's like we could wake up one day and the government could say, you know, we're going to a gold standard. We're taking the price of gold up to $20,000. Well, you either own gold and gold mining stocks or you don't. They're going to go up enormously. The same thing with Bitcoin. I mean, you know, the U.S. could say we're going to do a strategic Bitcoin reserve, and the Bitcoin price could triple. Well, if you don't have any, you don't benefit from that. So there will be, you know, because of the risk of monetary debasement and the fact that there will be no do-over, I would just strongly encourage all of your listeners to have some allocation of their wealth into things that the government can't print. The government can't print gold, government can't print silver, government can't print Bitcoin, and the government can print dollars, and they're going to print a shitload of dollars, in my opinion.
In my opinion as well. Yeah, so cash is trash, savers are losers, etc., etc. Here's a good tip. Never add size when they go too far against you. Invalidation points exist for a reason. So what does that mean? That means you enter a trade, you've got a stop loss, trade starts going down, you still keep the thesis, but you realize that your entry was shit. So you buy more and then move your stop loss down further. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Learn from my mistake and everyone else's mistake. Never add size when they go too far against you. All right. Sick to my stomach looking at this. Bitcoin, heaps of Bitcoin, 250k Bitcoin dumped by individuals in 2025, scooped up by the rich. Why are we handing over generational wealth? It does my head in too. Very sad to see. Retailers selling the Bitcoin to survive. Businesses and governments and etc. are buying it. It's very, very shit. Yeah, a lot of people moving money into Tau. Tau is still the biggest. Tau is still the biggest AI bet going at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. It's also either topping or hitting the servo. My thoughts probably are hitting the servo. Under 400 is a pretty good buy for Tau if you're bullish. ETH perps washed many OGs in both short and long directions. Apparently more OGs from past cycles got washed than I thought possible. That or they are lying for some reason. This is shocking to me, especially if not their first washout. Risk management is spoken of a lot, but rarely put in action. I got pretty wrecked on Ethereum recently on that last the big crash. Yep, not gonna lie. I had a low leverage long on with the stop loss like under, it was like 1900 or something, and this was like at like 3k, and I thought easily I would survive that, and I didn't. I got stopped out. I got stopped out bloody who knows where, right here or something probably. And it went all the way down to 1386. Now, when Ethereum was at $4,000, my bet was that there's no way that it's going down more than 50% in this current market. There is no way that it's going under I think it was 18 something. There's no way it's going under $1,800, and it fucking oath it did. It went down huge. Let's have a little look. So I lost a good chunk of coin when Ethereum went down 65% during a bull market. That is fucking wild. That was not on my bingo card. So there you go, living alone, eh? Let's keep moving. Here's a lesson. Even with low leverage, make sure you're only buying the dip. Entry is everything. When it comes to leverage, entry is everything. Entry is everything when it comes to leverage, even low leverage. A whale deposits $3 million USDC into Hyperliquid to increase the margin to avoid liquidation on a hype short. You're running the gauntlet, shorting the coin of the exchange. Like, fuck, man. They're going to want to come after you. The whale is currently facing a float loss of 17.67 million, with the liquidation price at 31.6. Let's have a look. Let's have a little suss out of what the price is. 31.6. Oh, that's trending up. Yeah, we could almost bank on him getting liquidated by the exchange. Man, that's been very strong. Wow, look at hype. Look at the hype come back. Man, this has been 200%. This has been very, very silently achieving. Hype fell off my radar for a bit. Look at that. See this? Comes down and then reclaims. Look at that. That's where you buy it right there. Bare minimum. Pretty much done now. That's all. Thanks for listening. If you have a great Sunday. And we're back. We back. Join the Telegram. Get involved. Get active. Get chatting. Our trades have been fantastic. We're making gains. The bull market is still on. Bitcoin's over 100k. Don't fuck this up. Don't sit in cash. Don't be scared. Have another go. Just small. Just small. If you ever go at the pokies, why wouldn't you ever go at this? Just have a go. Have a go. Talk soon.